Happy Sunday. I am so glad that you are here. I hope that wherever you are in the space-time continuum, that you are having a relaxing, a sleepy, just a really recharging Sunday. I hope you're able to recharge today. Go hang out in the sun. Get some solar power going. I hope you're having a great day so far. I'm really glad you're here. Okay, it is Sunday, and it being Sunday, it is the what do we need to let go from the week. Tomorrow's Monday. It's a new work week. It's a new school week, new beginnings. It's also the end of the month. October, I think, starts on Tuesday. So endings and beginnings all at the same time this week. What do we need to let go of on this last Sunday of September? What do we need to let go of for this week? What from this week do we need to let go? Eight of Pentacles reversed. Okay, Pentacles having to do with material, things in the material realm, work, home, education, learning, tactile things. I am very clearly hearing you need to let go of this idea that you did not do enough this week, that you didn't do enough. You did. Whatever your output was this week is more than enough. It's more than enough. Do not let somebody else saying you didn't try hard enough. How the fuck do they know? They don't know what's going on in your head. They don't know what other things you got going on. They don't know if you didn't get enough sleep or you have a family event or you're not feeling well. Your output this week for whatever work you were doing was enough. It was enough. This white supremacist capitalist system in which we live, in which we're working to dismantle, will never tell us that the work we put in is enough. It is always going to expect more from us until we cannot produce enough to keep the system going. Ignore that because you did enough. You did enough. Let go of this idea. And I'm just going to keep saying it because I know for me, sometimes it takes more than one time of something being said for it to really click. The work you did this week was enough. It was more than enough. It was enough. So, what advice does the universe have for us today to help us let that go? To help us see that we are enough, that we are worthy of rest, that we are worthy of recharging, that we are worthy of refilling our cup, that we can say no. What advice does she have for us? Because I know there's a lot of stubbornness out there. There's a lot of stubbornness out there. I'm very clearly hearing it wasn't enough. I didn't do enough. I'm not enough. I'm hearing it. And you're enough. What you produced was enough. What you did was enough. You did the best you possibly could with what you had. And if other people can't see that, that is on them. So, what advice does she have for us to help us relax and recharge for today? What advice does she have for us? What advice does she have for us? Six of Swords reversed. This seems to be a theme. We're resisting change. We are resisting opening our mind, our hearts to different ways of thinking. So the universe is saying, hey, it's time to see your worthiness. It is time to see that the way that we've been doing things hasn't worked for society as a whole. And you recognizing your worthiness is an act of motherfucking rebellion. And that asking for help is okay. So if you are struggling to see that all of these amazing things that you put into the universe this week, even if it was a struggle, especially if it was a struggle, reach out to somebody to say, hey, I'm struggling to see my worth. I'm struggling to ask for help. I am struggling to see all of the good things that I have produced. And I don't mean like produce in like a tactile way. I mean produce in a creative, well, creative is tactile, but I mean like produce in like a capitalistic sort of way. I mean produce in the sense of things that bring you joy. She's saying, reach out, ask for help, ask for somebody to give you a different perspective, for them to remind you of all of the good things you did this week, of all of the goodness that you are because of the sheer fact you exist. And it's hard. It's hard, right? To be like, my existence means I'm worthy. Yeah, it motherfucking does. And it's really hard sometimes to see that. So, you are enough. You did enough. You did more than enough. And if you're struggling to see that, reach out to somebody that you love, that you admire, that you know is going to be like, yeah, you're enough. You did enough. And here are all of the ways, not like there needs a list, needs to be a list. Have a stupendous Sunday, and I will see you soon.